Brands provide a few incremental updates while launching their new cars or bikes in the newer model year. That's to make them more attractive and also to give something extra to the customer. Now the 160cc premium commuter segment is one of the most competitive in India, and that's why manufacturers need to be at the top of the game every time. So, Yamaha has recently updated the FZS for the 2021 model year with a host of new features. So, hey guys, what's up? I'm Sriniket. You're watching my YouTube channel Sri Productions, and today let's check out what is new in the 2021 Yamaha FZS and also find out whether it's the perfect 160cc commuter for you. Let's get started. Before starting the review, special thanks to Exceed Yamaha for providing me the 2021 FZS for a detailed review. Contact details for bookings and test ride are in the description down below. So what all has Yamaha provided for the 2021 model year on the FZS? First of all, cosmetically quite a few bits and pieces have been added, like this new paint scheme. Now this version is the matte red and also it gets the new matte black paint scheme. Other than that, it gets new silver finishing on the headlamp cowl, the tank shroud and also the panel below the seat. Other than that, it also gets the 3D badging, which is the FZS badging on the tank shroud. Now this is the only cosmetic difference between the 2021 and the 2020 FZS, distinguishing both of them. Now about the mechanical changes, well, when I first reviewed the 2020 BS6 version of the FZS, which is the previous version to this one, I felt that the exhaust note was way too quiet. I mean, yes, that's great refinement, but when you buy a bike like this, you need an exhaust note which gives you that thrill. And that's exactly what Yamaha has done this time. Now it is not literally louder than the previous version, but it's more bassier, more grunty, more throaty. And yes, the difference is immediately felt when you ride this bike for the first time. And now the most talked about feature on the new 2021 FZS is the inclusion of the Bluetooth connectivity feature. Unfortunately, Yamaha has not changed anything on the instrument cluster of the FZS. It still gets that teeny tiny unit, which is the smallest in the segment. But it has now gotten a few Bluetooth connectivity features, which include: by connecting your smartphone to the bike via the app, you can check out the riding history. It records your previous parking locations. You can remotely lock and unlock your bike and also operate the hazard light switch, and also locate it in a parking lot by activating the hazards, which also make it beep. And now it finally gets the Bluetooth speakers in the tank shrouds with a chrome surround, the grills which were previously fake on the V3. And then just like the scooters from Yamaha which have gotten lighter, like the Fascino BS6 or even the Ray ZR BS6, the FZ2 has shredded 2 kilograms in the overall weight, which is really impressive, which means that the FZ is now nearly 4 kilograms lighter than its closest competitor, which is the Xtreme 160R from Hero, which is a very impressive thing. Talking about the specs, the FZS still continues with the same 149cc single-cylinder air-cooled 2-valve motor, producing 12.2 PS and 13.6 Nm of peak torque, which is mated to a 5-speed gearbox. It gets a 282mm disc up front and a 220mm disc at the rear with single-channel ABS. Tire sizes are 100/80 17 up front and 140/70 17 at the rear. About the suspension, it continues with the 41mm telescopic forks up front and a preload adjustable monoshock at the rear, while the ground clearance is 160mm and the seat height is quite approachable at 790mm. Now let's check out the exhaust note of the 2021 FZS and also compare it with the previous 2020 BS6 FZS and then take it out for a ride. Riding the 2021 FZS, it feels, well, exactly like the 2020 BS6 version. It's got a strong bottom end and mid-range, which just remind one of its elder sibling, the FZ25 to some extent. The motor is very tractable, making it a breeze to ride in the city rapidly. But the Achilles heel of this motor is the top end performance, as it does struggle to gather pace above the 100 kph mark and does require one to downshift for a quick overtake. A pace of 85 to 90 then is the perfect cruising speed, leaving enough space for the overtakes. I did feel a constant buzz on the seat at all RPMs, something which will go away after the break-in period is done. The gearbox is effortless and slick, and easy to get into neutral from second gear. The clutch isn't featherweight, but decently light for commuting. In all, the drivetrain feels underpowered on paper, but on road it's friendly and due to the shockingly lightweight of the FZ, makes it fun to ride. Brakes, both front and rear, have decent feel and feedback and stopping power for the sort of speeds this bike can achieve. Talking about the lightweight, the bike feels shockingly light and agile while maneuvering through traffic or parking lots. The suspension is polar opposite to some of its rivals. What I mean by that is the front forks are stiff while the rear monoshock absorbs bumps pretty effectively. This 2021 FZ stands true to its fun to ride / no nonsense image it has had since its inception. Is it the perfect 160cc bike for you then? Well, if you are someone who mostly commutes in the city, wants a reliable and refined bike, and won't mind slightly lower performance on the highways compared to its rivals, the FZ makes a lot of sense. And the inclusion of these incremental updates does help.